Hi guys, right down to the second. Hope you're all well. Hey Luna, hey Hooves, hey Laurie. Who else we got in here tonight? Welcome everybody that's coming in. We've got a few people coming in now. Did any of you guys see the videos I put out today? I just hope that little Michael Vaughan's parents have already heard about Benny Keys by now. Let's hope to God anyway. Been getting a bit of backlash as well, guys. I'm going to wait for a few more of you to come in because there's so much to say today. Hey, Hoops. What the hell is going on? Really? I mean, again, it just goes to show the extent of the scamming, doesn't it? You know, she knew for ages BK was scamming old ladies out of money and, all this kind of shit. We already knew that. You see, people like me and Hooves and that, we've had Benny Keys for a long, long time. And that's why when he did his little pity party over on Annie Shell's channel, it was just so funny because it runs very, very deep. It runs very deep. Very, very deep. As time goes on, I can actually talk more about it, but at the moment, we're still kind of, getting the facts together about exactly what's going on. Most definitely. Nicolina, she went live last night. I think she went live. Hey, Lungan, hope you well. I Flying Doves. Yeah, she went live last night for a little while. I think we definitely got her shook, 100%. She's probably watching this now, maybe. I don't really give a shit. Let's see if she's got the balls to come up. Let's see what she's got to say. I've reached out to a few people today. Just because I felt the need to reach out to these certain people. 3 people that I would not necessarily have reached out to unless I felt the need to do it. One I'm not going to say. The other one was a bit closer to the Michael Monkey Vaughan case, just to make them aware of Benny Keys' intentions. And thank you. And the other person I tried to reach out to was Letitia. And I really hope she can see this. And after this video, I'm going to tag her in the live because I really hope she's getting some sort of support at the moment. I went back yesterday and I watched a lot of her stuff. Hey, Marzos. I went back and I watched a lot of her stuff. And it was quite scary to watch. The girl is definitely mentally unstable. And she definitely has a mental illness. And by the way, as well, Nicolina is now also an expert on personality disorders. We're all narcissistic, apparently. Anyway, I reached out to Letitia, and I wanted her to know that, I don't think many of us agree with, what's going on with the things she says. But we have to understand that she's an ill person. she's off on medication, she's pregnant, so her hormones are crazy. So she's going to say and do a lot of crazy things. So the last thing any creator should be doing is mocking her and bullying her even more, because it's, it's causing serious problems. And I just want to reach out to her, and if she gets to see this, yeah, if she gets to see this, my email address is at the bottom of the screen. I'm also going to tag her into this video, so she can go back and she can see a little bit more about what's going on. She knows I'm not, I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. I just want to help, and I know what it's like to feel like you're on your own. It's not good. And to be homeless, pregnant, mentally ill, and bullied on top. It's crazy. I know, Laurie, and we seem to be stuck right in the middle of the shit. I never thought it was going to happen this quickly. I don't know what you think about that, but I'd never expected it to happen this quickly. It's like, I predicted it and bang. Shit, it just went. And I'm like, oh, is it the telepathic Irish in me, or I don't know what it is, but it's crazy. It was just, hello, Thomas. I don't think so. I'm not sure, but just leaving for now. Hello, just last. Nice to see you. Yeah, it is stressful. I was, speaking to my son and my partner today, and they were saying, like, you spend so much time doing this, and I'm just so passionate about doing this. It is taking up so much of my time, but I feel like it's worth it, because it's kind of, if it helps people like Letitia and people like that, like, I was saying yesterday, need a lifeline, and if they know what time I'm going to be live every night, they can always come up. They can come into the back chat. I honest rage. They can come into the back chat, and we can talk in the back chat. It doesn't have to be out here. I'm just going to get a bit more comfortable. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be out here. A lot of you as well email me. I reached out to somebody else today via email, and I had my own personal reasons for doing that. Somebody that I actually feel a lot, I feel terrible for her. She's genuinely been used as a pawn in this game that they've been playing. Yeah, I do. I don't, I wouldn't be up here saying that, there's my email address if you need to speak to me. I'm not gonna, if somebody's gonna start spamming, then it's you'll just be blocked. But, genuine people, or, if they want to talk, or, okay, who's, no, I haven't got my community post yet. I should have. Right, I'm not sure when I'll get that. But you know what? The channel's growing so quickly. I mean, my subs are just going up, really quickly now. So hopefully all that will fall into place soon. And we can get to really start, helping people. I'm just going to post my, I'm just going to post the link in just in case Laurie or Rage wants to come up, or anybody wants to come up for a chat. and talk about, first of all, the videos I put out today. I think I've put out 4 today. And somebody actually emailed me yesterday and says to me that I was wrong for still going after Benny, that he's turned over this new leaf and he's this fantastic married man again, and he was listening to God today and, doing this Sunday school service in his car. I don't know what the hell was going on, because I don't really want to know what the hell's going on. But Benny Keys gets no redemption here. He just doesn't. I see through him like a sheet of glass. Same as Nicole. You get no redemption here, bitch. I don't care what you do. You can go and feed the 4,000 and I will still never give you a fucking second of my time. You're a joke. And I've noticed your sub count's going down very quickly. So soon enough, everybody will just forget about you. Because you're useless. You're completely irrelevant. That's what happens to bullies. See? And all we had to do is just expose you by getting you up and showing the world what you're like in real life. So thank you for that, Nicole. Thank you very much. Yeah, I actually thought that was hilarious, actually. I think he's warming up for when Donald Wells comes out of jail. In fact, I'm completely convinced that's what the issue is there. I think he wants to show the world he's a changed man, and he's back into God. He's back with his family. Make himself look good again. I really think that he's doing it for that reason. I thought about it and I thought, well, maybe it's because of this Monkey Vaughan case, but I don't think so, because I think the parents of that child would most definitely have been following Summer Wells as well. So with any luck and hope and prayers, that they won't let him anywhere near it. And oh God, sorry. Yeah, it's coming. You see, I think Benny Keys has been having a come to Jesus moment, as they call it, come to Jesus moment. But we can see straight through his shit show, because I've saw it all before. And to try and take down who I consider, one of my people as well, with a load of balls, he's never gonna hold. But you know what? Let them try. I mean, they're gonna be gunning for certain people, and I ain't gonna be backing down for them. That's not gonna happen. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and that's it. I have no time for narcissistic people that are just out for themselves. And I could have broke my heart yesterday when I heard Stormy saying, what Benny Keys kind of did to her. He told her he loved her and, all sorts of stuff to get money out of her. It was crazy. And I felt so bad for her. And I just feel bad for the mess that they've left behind, and they're leaving vulnerable people with all this kind of luggage and, bad reputation that they don't deserve. Okay, sweetheart, no bother. you're more than welcome to email me anytime. Anybody, you know. Like I said, and I keep saying, I'll be live, whether we have 20 people or 200 people in the room. I'll be live the same time every single night, even if there's another creator that you like that's on. I just want to do that so I know that if people point somebody in the direction of this channel because they need help, they will know I'll be, I'm here at that time every night. I'm going to start doing a few more lives during the day, especially as the channel's growing. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, I just the mess that they've left behind through bullying and trolling and taking advantage of people and scamming people, and it really hurts my heart, that shit really, really hurts my heart. I'm just gonna put that up there. Yeah, I agree. I think they're closing in on Tim Mullen as well. I mean, you know what, yeah, she did, yeah, as far as I know. As far as I know. I did reach out to her today, but that I'm not going to speak about that on here. I'll speak to it privately about that. Yeah, you're right, Pink Warrior. He is having a come to Jesus moment because the net's closing, isn't it? It is definitely closing. And these people are starting to fall and they're turning on each other. Like, I mean, I was looking today, it was 6 or 7 days ago now, when I first had rap on panel and I had BDAC on panel at the same time. If you're in the room, BDAC, hello. I had BDAC on at the same time, and I said to them both, and they was both saying, oh no, Benny's great. You better hope that man has got nothing on you. You better hope that. And Rap's like, no, he's got nothing on me, he's got nothing on me. And I said, I hope he doesn't, because the second he'll use it against her. And within 2 days, hi Bailey's Guide, within 2 days of me saying that, what happened? I warned him. I warned BDAC. And I only did that because at the time I kind of felt sorry for Rap. It was like I saw it all happening. Yeah. Yeah. I did reach out to her today. I think that's because we've got quite a lot in common, and it's just to that, I don't want people to think that they can't come here because of what's happened over there. I don't want nobody to think like that. And I don't think my chat is the kind of chat that's gonna pick on people because that they've come to the senses, because that's what we want them to do. We want them to come to the senses, and we want them to listen to what's going on. Open your eyes and, smell what's around you. There's nothing but shit. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. Stormy, I mean, it just seems to me like they've took real bad advantage. I mean, ridiculously. You know, the poor woman went through hell and got a settlement. And, you know, Mr. Keys was telling him how much he loved her and, you know, like full on shit. This is the kind of man we're dealing with again. This is Mr. Keys at his best. He is no different from. Does anybody know of the Google Boys? Have you ever looked into that? They're usually African, and they steal the identities of you know, Navy people and stuff like that, and they just con women, constantly con women. That's what he's been doing, basically. You know, he's telling all these women that he loves them, and he's having one-to-ones with them, and you know, I'm getting all this shit. All this shit is coming to me. People, look, it's not just Stormy. People are coming and telling me, you know, how bad this guy really is and their experiences with him. And he wants to go on and deal with another missing kids case. That's not going to happen. That can't happen. It can't be allowed. You know? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Some people, excuse me one moment. Some people just don't deserve the chance because they have had the chance so many times to do the right thing, and he doesn't. You know, he just doesn't. You cannot change somebody like him. He has you know, Nicolina was right when she says Benny has a personality disorder. He definitely does. But he has a narcissistic personality disorder. You know, he has no empathy for the people he hurts and leaves behind. You know, he doesn't. That's okay, my hooves. Um, he does not. He leaves victims in his path everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes. You know, whether it be his mods that is ripped off or his subscribers that is scammed. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. He's talking about buying some sort of fucking van to start traveling. I know apparently he's getting some settlement, you know, but he's just apparently moved into a new house. He hasn't got his settlement yet. He's walking around with gold chains and, you know, all this shit. Where do you think a broke ass fucking fool like him is going to get that money from? He's got the latest of everything. Hey, honest, I'll have you up. Hey, sweetie.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm alright. Can you hear me better than you have been?
Yes, have you got a mic on?
I pulled out my headphones that have a mic on it.
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. We can hear you well.
Yeah,
How are you
good.
doing?
I'm alright. I just
If
had some
you,
lunch with Sandra and I was working on my restream, trying to get
mm-hmm.
that ready, and I was practicing my guitar this morning because I want to
Oh,
play a song. Probably gonna play a song on live later on or something.
oh, that'll be nice. Um,
Yeah,
if anybody in the room's not subscribed, go over to Honest Rage as well. She's
thank
fantastic.
you.
Um, so I guess you've seen what's been going on. I caught
Yeah.
Nicola's live last night.
Well, while I was at over on Duke's, I missed a lot, but I saw in chat where
Mm-hmm.
they were talking about how Nicolina was like drunk and attacking BK,
Yeah.
and Rap went on to. You're the one that said that Rap went. No, it wasn't you. It was
No, that was in the chat, I think, at first.
Lori. Lori said that he went on that night after we talked to him to dox Jimbo.
I
So
went I went in on the chat I walked into the room when Duke had Nicolina up, and I just said in the chat straight away, um, I love you, but I can't stay here. She's a racist bitch. I cannot
Yeah.
listen to it. And I was gone. You know,
I
I
think
just,
she needs to get some help too from
yeah,
whatever therapist's office or whatever thing that
she, she,
she's
she
working for,
I
because
don't
it
think,
is bad.
I know she's in I know she's in big trouble losing her job. I know that for a fact. I mean, because he said the same thing, and that's probably one of the only things I ever believe that he said,
And I,
Um,
alcohol will rip everything away from you.
mhm,
And
yeah,
I mean, and
brings
especially
the worst out in
if
people.
you don't admit that you have a problem, it's just going to keep getting worse.
Yeah, yeah, she's got a serious problem. I mean, she's definitely, she attacks she just attacks everybody. Nothing's off limits to her. Um, I heard her say, yeah, what was she calling Benny? Um, he's emotionally retarded. I mean, just the
Wow.
fucking word offends me on its own, you know. And she works at an hospital, and she's talking like that. I mean,
Isn't that
she,
what somebody said? Her boss watches YouTube with her, so that's why she didn't get in trouble.
well, I know for a fact a lot of people have been sending, a boss may be seeing her lives, you know. I don't
Mm.
think he's necessarily seeing her when she's jumping up on people's panels and, bullying people
Being
and doxing people, you
being
know.
completely
And I
hateful
saw
and
that. Yeah, I think to be honest that that they don't know half of what's been going on with that, but I do know that and this is according to Benny Keys as well. She's in big shit with her employer at the moment. So, I don't I hope she does lose her job because she deserves it. You can't work. What is it that she
I
works
hope
in
they give
the
her
care
the
professional?
opportunity to get help. If she gets help, then she does have, I mean, she's a good person somewhere in her constitution, because I've
Mm,
seen it before. Like when she did
mm,
ask Stormy for help for me, that was good, even though they all turned it around and made it a bad
that
thing.
was right.
But you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's the first thing she wanted to do was help me. And before that,
Yeah.
like before all that shit, we were like friends, kind of. I mean,
Mm,
I'm going to use that word really loosely
mhm.
anymore, especially on
You have to,
acquaintance,
again, she's that,
friendly acquaintance.
yeah, she is the female version of Benny. She is
Yeah,
narcissistic as well. So she'll do whatever she can to get ahead. That's what they do. So she'll be nice to everybody if she thinks she's going to gain out of it. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind
yeah,
of person she is. And Benny Keys is exactly the same. You hear it there. All he cares about is his sub count, his super chats. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about the people that are giving. He doesn't care about that at all. He just cares that that revenue is coming in. That is it.
he's the type
He
of
doesn't-
person that talks just to hear himself
Oh
because
God,
he
yeah,
loves himself so much.
yeah. I bet what she actually
He
said he
loves
wants
himself so
himself
much.
back.
There's not a lot of room left over to love anybody else.
Yeah, that's damn right. I don't know how he gets his big head in that garage. Oh,
Yeah,
it's so annoying. But I'm just even more annoyed that he's trying to turn over this new leaf and he actually thinks people are going to fall for it. And I cannot believe some people are falling for it. I'm like,
yeah.
what? You know, getting back with his wife and driving around with his son in the car, listening to the church on the radio and the preacher going in the background. So fucking what, Benny?
That'd be like Donald Trump going to church trying to get his job back as president.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
I mean,
Yeah,
and I'm not saying anything about politics. I'm just bringing in the
no,
narcissistic aspect of things.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, he is
what
very.
about every, you
But so
can't
is
just erase
Christina.
what's been happening.
Mm, you know, I'm kind of. You see, with me, there's no redemption at all for Benny Keys. I don't care if the man goes and saves 100 lives. I'm not going to forget what he's fucked up and how many hundreds of lives he's already destroyed. You know, and I really
Mhm.
believe that if he wasn't put in the place he was at, some we would have probably found out what happened to Summer Wells by now. You know, he can claim redemption as much as he wants, but he does it every time. Every time. How many times can you come back from the same fucking mistake and redeem yourself? And people say, okay, he's redeemed.
Yeah.
People must have to, they must have to be really, really, really stupid people, or not I wouldn't say stupid people because I don't want to insult people like that, but it's like they're so invested in him, like they've invested so much time and so much money into listening to him that they don't want to pull away, you know.
I think a lot of it as well as they see their children or their brothers and sisters and want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he is a good person somewhere too. Like I have I've I have more hope for him than I do for Nicolina though, just because I know less of her and all I've seen of her has been like the way he used to be when I first started watching him, like him going after Ziggy and like that kind of
Yeah,
stuff, like and
yeah,
talking over. Like I haven't seen a whole lot of that like I had in the beginning, like I do with
mhm,
Nicolina right now.
yeah.
So it's just
You see, I mean, it's really difficult for me. I mean, hate's a really strong word. It really is. And you've had probably more experience of Benny, maybe on a one-to-one basis or whatever than I have. The only time I've ever gone one-on-one with Benny is when I'm telling him about himself. I cannot be anywhere without arguing with him because he annoys me that much. Um, but
the
most
only
people
time
know him
I
from
argued
Summer
with him.
Wells. You know, most people know him
Yeah,
from the Summer Wells case. But
I just I've only talked to him on the phone a few times, and everything else was like texting and just talking on his lives. But
right, this
um
is what all these women are coming to me and saying now, and
yeah, that's what I'm
there
trying
are
to
so many of them that are emailing me and them saying to me the same thing. He used to
yeah.
call me and call me baby and all these
Well,
and
see, and
all
that's the
these
thing
people the
Stormy was
ones
saying yesterday.
she was saying the same thing, yeah. She
Yeah.
was saying exactly the same thing. But
See, he never
I
hit
must
on me
have
like that because I put him in the friend zone like right away. I called him, I'm your brother, sister kind of deal.
had
Like nothing ever uh, inappropriate
I
because I
mean,
do. He reminds me a lot of my little brother, and I don't know. I just felt like that sisterly
but he can
protection.
do that though. That's his manipulation skills.
Yeah,
The
that's what
strongest of
manipulated me.
people.
That's what
Yeah, of
because they
course.
prey on.
Yeah,
Well, if you go up
the
to me, oh, you
strongest of
remind me
people
of
can
my
be
sister.
manipulated.
They'll be like, how? So I can manipulate you and
Of course,
like, yeah,
of course. And I can't, and I would never take or say I told you so to people that fall victim to it because
yeah,
he is a charmer. He is a charmer like that.
yeah.
And what we have to
It's
understand,
unpredictable as
yeah, that
well,
most of his audience are female. He said that himself,
right?
so that's how he gets on and that's how he makes
He's
complete
like the
bang.
class clown.
Of course. Well, he
Yeah,
goes on a live and he doesn't stop. But all
right.
these people that are donating and doing that are like We think that they're just subs, but I must have had 7 or 8 emails off different people that have says, Benny is a scammer.
Mm.
This is what he does to his subs. You know, and he kind of
Yeah, that's
singles.
something. I mean, they
Yeah, he kind of
probably.
gets to know them,
I'm like I
singles
said,
them
I've
out.
never had money, so
Well, this
he's
is what I
actually
mean.
given
Though.
me money.
He
He's
knows.
actually given me things that given me help when I needed it. Like even without asking, he would give me money. Like I would
Of
look at,
course,
I would hear the cash app and be like, "Oh wow,
of
cool."
course. But
But
that's
and
that's
that,
the
but that
manipulator.
all changed when he promised that he would pay for my stay in Tennessee at the B&B, and he never did. And I think
Mm,
that's where he used that to get out of it, like
mm,
to get out, like, hey, let's make Rachel look like a real bad person so nobody
yeah.
notices that I didn't keep my word and pay for her stay
But
at the
this
B&B.
this is what I'm trying to say. He's a master manipulator, and I'm not gonna ridicule anybody that falls for that because, you know, it happens. My ex-partner
That's a
was
good
he
saying,
was a
Mom God.
master manipulator. You kind
Yeah.
of have to live and learn when it comes to stuff like that. But um, he tends to
That's
go
why
for
I
the
went
most
ahead and went
vulnerable
down there because
people.
I thought he was waiting until I got down there to be sure that if he paid that, it would, that he paid for, good reason. But he still didn't, he acted like he didn't even see my text. I texted him 3 different times and sent him screenshots of the lady that was doing the billing. I sent him all of that. He said, I didn't even see your text. Why didn't you call me? Like that's not what I do with people. I'm a texter. I don't like just call people. I mean, even I guess I could have, but I I've been conditioned just to text people because I always
Yeah, I understand that.
my
It's
daughter, yeah, my
some people
daughters
are
would rather
shy.
me text and
Not
stuff.
even so much shy, but sometimes it's just easier to text, isn't it? Because you feel a bit awkward speaking over the phone. I get that. I get
Yeah,
that. Um,
yeah. Well, and plus I knew people are busy. They're either at work or they're with their parents or with their kids. I just don't
yeah,
want to interrupt.
yeah, yeah. Honest Rage Pink Warrior was actually she was a victim of theirs for a while. Um,
It was
unfortunately.
mostly Izzy. Izzy lied and said that I was being a bully to her. I
Well, she
wasn't
was
being
called
mean
out
to
big
her.
time yesterday.
I didn't even really hear. I haven't gone back and looked at any of that stuff. The
Oh
only thing that I saved
my
is them accusing me
God.
of scamming because I was going to use that. I showed my uncle, and he's a lawyer in Tennessee. I showed him. He's like, just let it go because he's got a good heart. But I mean, I I had a verbal agreement that I had to write home,
Mhm.
and you know,
You was just left
I
stranded.
just, yeah, like they knew I didn't have any money. Oh, and I hadn't been to Tennessee in years. I didn't even see my friend while I was there. Like I
Mhm.
actually called her and begged her to come get me and like help me, and she couldn't do it. And then all of my cousins that are around there, they're all older, like they're in their 60s. But my cousin Bobby, he helped me. So if he was working that weekend, and I thought that he would be able to come back and take me home because I told him I had enough money to get home. And he's
It's
like,
awful.
"Well, I can't, it's like 8 hours over the hill, over the mountains,
It's
you know."
awful just being
So
stranded and left
yeah,
in that position.
and
I
I
mean,
have complex PTSD. I don't
yeah.
hardly ever leave my room,
Mhm.
or or like the house unless I got to go to the doctor. So it was a
Yeah.
big deal for me to
Yeah.
go, and I just
It's
am, I'm
scary.
very misunderstood as a person. I think with my, because I lose memory. I'll start a conversation about something and I get to the end of it, forget what we were talking about.
Yeah, that
That's
happens to me
I go
too.
to the neurologist on my birthday, August 8th.
That
So
happens to me
hopefully,
too. That's
yeah.
that's just a part, with me. My
Well,
disorder is just
I had a man stomp on the
dissociating.
back of my head about 7 times with a big steel toe boot. And then
Mhm.
another man dragged me by the back of my hair upside down the steps and threw me out in the snow. So after that, my equilibrium was real screwed up. It took me a while to even be able to stand up without like being super dizzy.
It's
So
terrible. I know. I had
so that's the part of my mind that is messed up. I know there's something where I was
yeah,
injured that's making all of
I
this
had
happen.
a very similar thing happen to me when I was 18.
Yeah.
Um, I had both my legs broke with an hammer, and
Mm,
I was smashed in the
gosh.
back of my head with a hammer.
Mm,
Um, and they didn't know what kind of brain damage it was going to leave me with. I was already mentally fucking ill at that point anyway. You know,
mm,
I think I did something. I'd had something like 12 suicide attempts by the age of 13, something crazy
mm,
like that. So I was actually diagnosed with a form of ADHD when I was younger. But that happened to me when I was 18 years old, and it was a really bad situation. And I'm not going to talk too much about it now, but
it's fine.
they didn't know what kind of effect, brain effects I was going to be left with. And I don't know if you ever notice, sometimes I get a numbness into my face. Um, and that I think that's a big part of it. And it caused me to be
Yeah.
severely insomniac. I couldn't sleep at all. And it was sleepwalking and all sorts of
Mm,
stuff.
yeah.
But mainly flashbacks and amnesia,
Hmm.
just forgetting so much.
Mm.
It was so scary. It really is.
I mean, I feel like I got burned when I was 11 months old and my skin was melted off my legs.
Oh my God.
And so I've always had trauma since I was, so I've never not had to deal with PTSD. They didn't diagnose it back then. I had ADHD. They didn't diagnose that.
Yeah, yeah,
It
that's
was more
actually what
like
yeah,
this.
I was the same.
I was watching stuff on
ADHD.
old psychiatric patients, what they used to do to them. They treated them like
Would
prisoners and
you?
locked them up with the what with this like murderers because they didn't know what how to
Yeah.
handle mental illness. We've come a
It was
long
so
way
we've
where
come a
it's
long,
accepted
long way.
now. Yeah.
You know, when I was first diagnosed with ADHD, I was really young. I think I was about 13 or 14 at the time. And then
Hey
anything that
Jake.
I ever spoke about or said, especially when it came to like the abuse I was going through and stuff. Um, hey Duke, they called me, I was attention seeking and all this kind of thing. That's kind of how my parents and stuff covered up what was going on. Um, Eventually, I was about 12, coming 13, and I went into the care system. Um, and then I was diagnosed then with borderline personality disorder about
Yeah, that was my first
14,
diagnosis.
yeah,
That was my
14 or
first
15.
diagnosis at I think I was like 14 too,
Hmm.
because I couldn't get along with my stepmom at all.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going live after this joke, I'll pop over to you. Um, it is really difficult. I mean, people don't understand that, one day can change your life forever
It is.
because,
Even
you
yeah,
know, it's like,
one wrong word.
yeah, it's scars
Yeah.
upon scars upon scars upon scars. Everybody has them, you know.
That's what I've always my whole life have been led by the Holy Spirit in my life to help each other, help
Hmm.
other people.
Same.
And God has always led me in that. And I feel like we have a great community of men and women that
Yeah.
have been through some shit, that have been men being abused as well, you know.
Hmm.
So
I mean,
it's nice to break free
of
from
course,
the whole group over there so that we can get stronger
it's refreshing.
as a community of
Yeah,
survivors.
refreshing. It's refreshing because that's what we are.
Yeah.
We are a
Yeah.
community of survivors. I mean, a lot of the people that's in my chat now that are talking to me have, most people email me over, and they tell me a bit about their story, and I always say to them, don't think that if you email me anything over, I'm not gonna come out and tell the world what you've been through, or give your name or whatever. It's a private conversation between me and you. It's like
Mhm.
and I take that seriously.
I
I
do too.
believe that. I
Yeah.
believe that people need to
Very.
feel safe in that way.
And
That
feel
that
like
they
they're not
know,
alone.
yeah, but they know that they
Yeah.
can come to me, and I'm not going to ridicule them. I'm not going to put it out there that they've came to me for help. If they want to come up on my panel, and talk about things, they don't even have to show the faces. We can all be here to give advice. But if they want to do it privately and reach out to me, then people do it, and I do email them back straight away. I spend a lot of my time doing this just lately, and it's rewarding to me. I
Yeah.
don't feel that getting cash apps and super chats, that's not my reward, because I'm not even monetized. The reward is just the way it
The
makes me feel that
satisfaction.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Mhm. It
um,
does. It helps you. That's where
of
a lot
course
of
it does.
social
Yeah,
workers and psychiatrists or like caseworkers and social workers are also survivors because they know what how to help other people because of what they've been through. And
exactly. And
like
we're all
like
kind
your
of different
sponsors in AA,
survivors.
they know,
You
you
know,
know.
some of us have you know, we was victims for a long, long time. We
Mhm.
went from childhood to adulthood being victims, because you get used to being that victim trod down.
Mhm.
Like, you don't have high expectations of people, so you kind of fall for shit, you know.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot for us to be able to learn how to have a meaningful relationship when we've been exploited and hurt and so badly, you know. And
Yeah.
I
Taken
mean,
for
I
granted.
really think that what we're doing here is really important,
Oh,
and
Lordy.
I 100%, because we've got people in the chat
I'm
as well
glad
that,
you're okay.
they go through all these things, and
Mm.
they can make friends in the chat, and, they're speaking to other people in the chat while we're talking, they're communicating as well. And that's
Right.
really good to
Mhm.
see, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm looking at so many survivors in this room now,
Right.
and what I was trying to explain the other night is,
My mother goes.
to be able to move on in life, we have to leave the victim behind us, you know,
Yes. That's
and
great.
become
Yes.
become the survivor. It's like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, you know?
What is it? Chrysalis. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. And you come out of that cocoon more beautiful and vibrant than ever, you know?
Yeah.
Once you leave the victim behind and you become the survivor, nothing can hurt you anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Because you've been hurt that bad, and you've lived the victim that long. I'm 43 years old now, and I lived a victim 30, near enough all my life, right up until my
Yeah.
30s, you
Mhm.
know? But
Until
it
I
wasn't
learned to stop
until,
drinking.
oh God, me too. I mean, it was, I haven't drunk now at all for years and years, I don't drink
Yeah.
at all.
It
And
was
I was never
7
an
in
alcoholic
April.
or anything like that, but I would binge drink.
I
Um,
was chronic. I had to have it morning till night. I had to have it
mhm,
by my bed when I woke up in the morning so I could drink it as soon as I got up.
yeah, I think
So
I,
it was
I think
bad. I
my
was
art
hemorrhaging
helped
blood by
me.
the end.
I was an artist, and I still am an artist. I still paint, and I think that
Mhm.
kind of, and writing as well. All that kind of helped me, keeping diaries, and you know that's how I kind of dealt with it, with things. But I kept so much inside, and I'm not gonna say that I've been perfect all my life, because I haven't. I dabbled in drugs in my younger years, nothing serious,
Oh, I've been on
a bit of
hellions.
cocaine, and marijuana and that kind of stuff, um, and we do these things, I think, sometimes because it's just we need that escape, because our brain just gets overwhelmed, you know, and
Mine was drugs and or alcohols and sex was my addiction.
yeah, but it becomes your medication. The
And I've
addiction
been
becomes your
sober from alcohol
medication.
for 7 years, and I've been single for 6. So
Congratulations.
yeah,
I'm really
it's a
proud of you
big deal
for
to
that.
be single for real.
Yeah.
Because
Well, that's what I mean. Once you learn to stand on your own 2 feet,
hmm
nobody can
yeah,
really knock you down again, you know?
right.
Um, it's sad. It's sad that a lot of us have to go through so many um hardships in life, and it's sad that you got these people out there that take advantage of people like us, when we're at
hmm
our weakest. So, what I'm trying to do is like, I don't want anybody to be at the weakest where people can take advantage,
hmm
and that's the kind of community we need to build.
Yeah,
So these people
to
ain't
have a
falling
group to
for
go
this
to
kind of stuff.
have your back if something is happening to you.
Of course, you
Yeah,
know what time I'm going to be at, when I'm going to be at, I'm going to be live. You can always, there's no excuse. I email back. My email's at the bottom of the screen. I'm sorry I'm
mine's in
late.
my about section.
Hi, darling. And it's a sad situation that we have to you know, we have to do this, but that there's so many of us out there, you
Yeah,
know.
it's
But
something we've needed.
it's that's that, yeah. It's not until I started doing this I've realised just how many how many there
Thank
is
you,
of us.
Nikki.
We're everywhere, but we've
Yeah,
got nowhere to go, you know.
that's why I always said if I was in a program and they asked, we were in a circle up, and they asked, what would you do with $1 million if you won $1 million? And my first idea was like, I would want to get a big ranch out in in a rural
Mhm,
area that had unlike animals and stuff to take care of, so people
mhm.
could come as a retreat
Yeah,
from being abused
I,
or
s- I
being
would do the
like
same thing.
being on the street and trying to get sober or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I would love to
Because
do the same thing.
when I lived on I used to live on Haight and Ashbury, and I was at
Mhm,
a Christian house there that we used to go out on the street and we take out soups and stuff. And
mhm,
Bed Bath and Beyond was one of our nonprofits. They
mhm.
donated like a whole garage full of blankets and stuff. So nice that we were able to get to give out to people on the street. It was pretty cool.
It doesn't hurt to be nice, you know. There's
Yeah,
so much
right,
more you can do
exactly.
with yourself, you know. It,
Well,
it,
gutter punks don't like it like that. They don't like clean stuff anyways. They would take it out and get it dirty just to feel comfortable in their
of course,
you know what I
of
mean?
course,
Like,
yeah, of
yeah,
course, of course. That's what I mean. Unfortunately, there's so many people that are just out for themselves out there, that they just don't care, and
yeah.
it, it,
There's
um,
enough
there's
love.
too many of them out
Yeah,
there. But there's enough of us in here now,
yeah.
that I mean, again, person after person after person. There's so many terrible things that people have been through. You know, we've all got a story, and everybody that comes here, does. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but and I love the fact that we've got that kind of community that people can come to. We're not
Yeah.
going to stop. We're not going to stop outing scammers and you know, um, things like that. But that's what this channel is, and that's what I wanted it to be about. not so much
Yeah.
true
Well,
crime,
you're
you
doing a
know.
really good job.
And
Yeah.
you know, I'm thankful.
You'll have your community page. Since you're past 500 now, you'll get it soon.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. It's just been going up.
That's what
I'm so
that's why I was Go ahead.
humbled by it. You know, it's just happening so quickly, and it's
Mm,
fantastic. You know, it's so good to
yeah.
see that it's making a difference to so many people.
Yeah. That's why
It really,
I like to be able to put a like a if I come across a reading, I like to put it up and share it with everybody else because it's going to
yeah,
resonate with somebody, you
exactly,
know. Yeah.
exactly. Or just a picture of what you're doing that day, and
Yeah, I'll come
you
across
know,
pictures and I'll feel
yeah,
an
of course.
energy and I'll
Because
write down what I see.
one positive thing can change somebody's bad day, you know,
Yeah.
and uh, just to know that you've got somewhere you can go and somebody you can speak to, or a
Yeah.
community that you can go into and speak to, and whether it's domestic violence, whether it's mental health, whether it's childhood trauma, PTSD, it doesn't matter. You know,
Having
most of
problems with
us,
your kids or your
yeah, oh
animals
God,
or
we've all had
anything.
problems with our kids, you know.
Yeah.
It does not have problems with the kids. I mean,
That's
you
why I
know,
liked my
thank
Discord
God mine have
the way
grown
it
now,
was
but you know, that's just the
before
way
everybody
it is.
you left. Yeah. Because we were like that. Like in my Discord that I made, it turned into like
Mhm.
all the women came in and we just kind of were talked every day, and it was like a little community like that.
Mhm.
I have my Discord, a new Discord. It's my Discord now, so
Yeah, I mean,
it's all clean and fresh, and um, it's like you're talking about, just people if they want to be part of the community that are peaceful and not trying to stir up
or bash
inappropriate
people,
drama.
you know,
Do
bash
what?
people, but at the same
Yeah.
time, you know, call out bullies as well because they don't need to be out here. You know, it's people like, you know, people that are vulnerable that these people affect, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
And
and
that's what's safe. It's safe on Discord because it's private.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, I understand that, and it's. I mean, we've got in the back of the studio. I can have private chats with people, um,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's the same as emailing as well because there's a lot that people want to say, you know, um, and I'll get, you know, I will give anybody a voice. I'll give anybody a platform if they want to come up and talk. Um, But I have to say again, I mean, if people are giving me information on other people or other creators and saying, look, you know, this person's scamming or this person's bullying, then I need to see proof before I can run with anything. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, I would never call anybody a liar because, you know, I wouldn't do
That's
that. Not everybody
right.
records what's going on.
Well,
I'm not going
everybody
to
lies
disbelieve
though. I
you.
mean, not, but somebody is lying if they say I don't lie.
Of
Like,
course, of course.
you
Everybody
know,
tells lies. Even if it's just little white lies, you know, they do it. They do it, you know. But I
or
don't.
like little things that are personal that you don't want to tell the truth about,
Of
like what you
course,
did in the bathroom, or
yeah,
like
of course. You know,
tripping and falling in front of a whole bunch of people. Like, it's not,
exactly. It's,
they don't have to know everything.
no, they don't. They
So
don't. They don't.
I'm usually the one that says too much. That's why
Yeah.
another reason why I have hesitated to go live, because I get on a roll and I just start talking and talking and talking.
But that's what we do, and I
Yeah.
think that's what makes it watchable, I think, because I think sometimes people are watching you because they wanna see you fuck up. But,
Right.
you know, a lot of people
You
do
don't
that,
notice it
you know,
until like I didn't
a
even
lot of
notice
people
I
do
did
that,
that.
but I know that the people I've got in this room
Yeah.
now, and, you know, they don't. I've got no trolls in here tonight, and that's grand, you know, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I'm not here really tonight to be calling anybody out because I've done my videos today. I said on the
I
videos
need to go do
exactly
mine.
what I wanted out there, you know. So there's no reason to keep talking about it, you know. There's
Yeah.
not. Um, I doubt very much Benny Casey is going to come up and even try and defend himself from me. I don't think that's going to happen. Not now. and if Nicolina's got any sense about her, she wouldn't be either. So, I don't think we're gonna get that kind of shit about in here no more. Um, but I want to start going live more in the daytime because, I think my early morning's quite late for you guys over there.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
um,
I think it's
you
like
know,
5 hours
yeah,
difference,
it's
isn't it? Yeah.
some crazy hours. But it's just to give everybody a chance to catch lives. But you
Hmm.
know, every day at the same time, I'm just going to make sure that people know I'm going to be on at that time so they can come, and not everybody's going to catch a live whenever, it's just for that. Um, but like I said, the email address is there, and they can email me anytime they want, you know. But again, I'm really reaching out to Letitia to contact me. Um, I have tried to email you, um, and I just want you to know that you've got people over here that's on your side. We understand your situation, and we want to help.
Yeah, you're
Even
not
after
alone.
even after having the baby, you're still gonna need help and support. That's 100%. And we're not the kind of people over here that's gonna judge somebody for being
Yeah.
mentally, you know,
I have
ill.
enough stones.
Of course, of course. I say, who are we? Who are we to judge
Right.
people? You know, judge nobody unless you have good reason to judge them. That
Yeah.
that that woman, not one of her videos that I've watched does she seem like she's in any kind of right frame of mind ever.
Mm.
So from the very beginning, this woman should. I don't understand how the authorities haven't stepped in already. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I think the whole law enforcement system is changing, but behind the scenes, they're like, I think they're changing the rule book a lot. I
Yeah,
think petty things aren't going to be as important anymore because people tend to rule themselves, and because the cops are subjected to so much dangerous activity
yeah.
with crime. I think
Mhm.
it's going to be more like they're going to go after just the major stuff. But that's
I'm,
just my prediction.
I'm just gonna say, this is Honest Radio. We've got up on a panel at the moment, so if you haven't already, go over and sub with Honest Radio as well because she's very similar. She deals with things very similar, and
Thank you.
we're kind of on the same kind of wavelength. So,
Yes.
and she's also fell victim to these people and to PTSD. She's like myself, genuine, um, you know, mental health issues, and she understands. So get over there as well and subscribe there.
And
Um,
my email address is on my about section. If you
yeah,
want a reading or anything like that, I don't charge too much. So
yeah,
I need to put more effort into helping my daughter with bills until I get my disability. So I had
hmm
already planned on, saying that on my next live that I'll be
yeah.
I'll be doing special readings for people.
Well, get over there and support on his rage as well. Um,
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here too. It's been an hour
yeah,
and
I
I've
am
got more
keeping,
work
gonna
to do
keep this
before
one
it
short
gets
tonight.
dark.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I've
Yeah.
got so much work and so many emails to catch up on.
Well, thank
Um,
you, beautiful, for having me up. It's
oh,
always a
you're
pleasure.
welcome, darling. You're welcome. And
And I love you
uh,
guys. Take care. I'll see you in the chat.
we love you too. Speak to you
Bye.
soon. Bye bye. Oh, yeah, we do. And I'm just reading your name. We all need peace. Um, People just find peace in different places. Some people have a safe place where they like to be, or a person they like to speak to, or a song that they like to listen to. We have to kind of learn how to ground ourselves when we feel like we're, disassociating from ourselves, because I don't believe for a second from what people are messaging me that I'm on my own with more personality disorder. From what I'm gathering, it seems to be a lot more common than what I actually thought it was. And a lot of people have started to understand it. That's the support you get in this room. I heard Tamara, she can't help herself. Are you welcome, Honest Rage? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I wanted that. I wanted people to be able to look back on my story and go back on my videos so they can listen to this, to what I've been through and that kind of thing, and be able to feel safe to talk. I mean, we've got a lot of people in here at the moment, and everybody seems to be going through the same kind of struggles. Hooves have just put the UK National Suicide Outline up. We have the one for America as well, for the USA. I don't know. Have you got it there, Honest Rage? I hope so. We all need peace. We do indeed. We do indeed. Wow. Right, guys. Look, I'm going to get off this now. And I'll be back with you tomorrow. It's been brilliant again, and it's been great speaking to you all, and chat's been brilliant. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll have a few more people up, but I just hope that Letitia reaches out to me, because I do really want to help her if I can help her. Or even if she reaches out to Honest Rage, one of us, or even Laurie from Voices Beyond the Shit. There's people here, don't be put off by the name. There's people here that genuinely want to help you. And I hope you do get to see this. I really do. You're not judged. We just want to help you. But thank you, everybody. And I love you all. And I couldn't do it without you all. So give yourselves a massive pat on the back. And have sweet dreams. And good night and God bless. Mwah.